Hey yo, E-King's Fight News, and this video is going to be on Andre Ward having some words for Deontay Wilder and saying that his team is largely at fault during the Tyson Fury rematch as they did not prepare Deontay Wilder adequately for that fight. Let's talk about that and more. It's E-King Fight News. Got more on this. Alright, so as I mentioned, we got the clip right here. This is Andre Ward during the commentary speaking on what he believes Deontay Wilder needs to be doing or what he hasn't correctly done during this Tyson Fury fight. Let's get into it.
Deontay Wilder's in a bad way right now. The left side of his jaw is swelling. It looks like his eardrum may be busted. He has blood coming out of his mouth. And his corner's not treating any of the injuries. They're just telling him to press forward. And when you have a reputation like Deontay Wilder and your team believes it, and they don't challenge you to get better in certain areas, it shows up like tonight. They're even in denial. They need to check on his well-being. Are you okay? Can you continue? And then start to coach him. True. And the funny thing about it is, he's got his left hand down, inviting the right hand by Tyson Fury.
All right, y'all heard that. So Andre Ward was saying, you know what, Deontay Wilder, you can't be believing what they be saying about you in the media. You're pound for pound. They were saying that shit in the media. Oh, your right hand, you're one of the most explosive punchers to ever live. You know, supreme king power you got. You know, like Andre Ward was saying, you know what? That team around you should not be believing that. They should be challenging you to be a better fighter inside and outside the gym every single day. But if they are believing that and they're not challenging you in the ring, with your skill set, with your IQ, with your defense, this is what happens. That's what Andre Ward's trying to say. Now, obviously, he didn't peep any kind of nefarious things going on. He didn't peep any of that. On top of that, he's obviously commentating on behalf of ESPN. We all know ESPN is invested in Tyson Fury. However, that's not to say Andre Ward doesn't have a valid point. If you're a fighter, like a Floyd Mayweather, he's out here in the media calling himself TBE. Got the fans saying TBE. But is that what his dad is telling him behind closed doors? You think his dad is saying, "Hey, Floyd Mayweather, you're the greatest"? Or is deep down his father maybe thinks he's better than Floyd? You know, like you never know, right? Same for Roger. Roger probably never told him he was the greatest. He probably told him he's one of the greatest. He never told him he was the greatest, right? It takes a very smart fighter to know when people around you are kind of snaking you. You know, it's really, you know, for most fighters, they don't see it coming. Mike Tyson didn't see it coming. Mike Tyson didn't know his team was full of snakes. They definitely were. It definitely was. Right? There's a reason why he was broke at some point. There's a reason why Mike Tyson went broke at some point. And they had to pick things up. But, you know, those are the pitfalls of the game. Y'all hear that? Those are the pitfalls of the game. This game. The boxing game, man. When you have the wrong team. When you have a whole bunch of yes men around you that tell you you're the greatest. That tell you, oh, Deontay, you got the power. You can knock out anybody. You're gonna be 50-0, Deontay. Easy money. You know, that's you know, being honest goes a long way. Going against the grain. When you have that guy on your team that'll tell you straight up. Maybe most fighters don't want to hear that, but you know what? There's a reason why Danny Garcia has Angel Garcia training him. Because at the end of the day, Angel Garcia will tell him straight up what's good or what's not. Right? He'll tell you straight up, hey, Danny, don't fight Errol right now. We don't need to fight that boy right now. We don't need to fight that boy right. You go whoop his ass, eh? You go whoop his ass, Danny. Don't worry. You go whoop his ass. But you don't need to fight that boy right now. Probably, I swear, Angel probably told him that shit. And you know what? When it come to Errol Spence off of a car accident, we don't know how he looks in the gym. We don't know how he looks in the ring. Right now is Danny Garcia's best shot to go knock out Errol Spence and to take that shit back. But that's if you're Danny Garcia. Because Danny Garcia have the craft. Danny Garcia have the craft to do that. He got a jab. He can throw a combination, and he's a great counterpuncher. He's a great counterpuncher. I can't say the same about Deontay Wilder. I can say, hey, Tyson Fury's he's a good counterpuncher. He's not no Marquez level yet, but Wilder. When's the last time you seen Wilder? I see him counterpunch, but I can't call him a great counterpuncher. I can't do it. And Andre Ward, for sure, if you call him a hater, you call him whatever you want to call him. Oh, he's a coon. Oh, Andre Ward, man, he hates. Well, he's hating on Wilder all day. But you know what? That doesn't mean he hasn't been watching Wilder. That doesn't mean he hasn't been following his career, following how he's made improvements. And maybe Andre Ward sees what other people see. Maybe we can all see. In terms of improving on his craft, Deontay Wilder has fell behind on that. He has fell behind a bit on that, for sure. You know, it seems like he really believes. And that's the belief of a puncher. But he truly believes he only needs to do something right for 10 seconds. He said this before. I just gotta be perfect for 2 seconds. For 2 seconds. Goddamn, if you're facing an opponent who can somehow beat you for 11 rounds and 2 minutes, you know, that 2 seconds, if it doesn't happen, you're going to be in some shit. You're going to be in some shit. And if you get stopped, it gets even worse for you. You know, it gets even worse. And that's just what it is, man. So Andre Ward, man, I feel like he was kind of keeping it a buck. You know, I think he was keeping it 100. You know? And he felt like Deontay Wilder could have done more. He also felt like whether it was Jay Diaz, whether it was Wilder's cutman, I don't know who his cutman was, but Andre Ward was saying his team really wasn't doing anything about his injuries. Did they have an end swell in the corner? I thought I saw him use the end swell, but I thought that's all I saw. I didn't see him try and treat the blood coming out of the ear. They didn't try and do anything about that. And Andre Ward was surprised about he was surprised about that. He was saying, well, they should be doing something. They should be doing something about that shit. But, you know, that is what it is. That just is what it is. So, hey, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. Y'all know what it is. For more boxing, stay tuned, man. I got another one. You know what a lot of people really don't consider is what if, you know, Deontay Wilder, he was at a point in his career where he could take two paths. There were two paths in front of him, right? He went back and forth with Eddie Hearn, trying to get the AJ fight. First set of negotiations didn't work out. AJ said, I'm fighting Povetkin in Wembley. Right? I'm fighting Povetkin in Wembley or whatever. I forget. Was it Wembley? I think it may have been the other spot in the UK. Or it was Wembley. One or the other. But AJ was fighting Povetkin. Wilder was fighting, I believe it was Ortiz. Wilder was fighting Ortiz. Or somebody. Wilder had just fought Ortiz. I don't know, man. I forget this shit. But Wilder was trying to fight AJ. And the shit didn't work out. It seemed like AJ ducked the fight initially because of them. There was a mandatory that popped up, and whatever. Okay, we all remember that shit. Deontay Wilder could have gone back to those negotiations. Eddie Hearn was begging for the fight in the UK. Wilder had two choices: bring Tyson Fury back from the dead and mess with that gypsy, mess with the Gypsy King, or go to the UK and fight Anthony Joshua, because they were demanding that fight to be in the UK. That was their prerequisite. Deontay Wilder soured on that idea of going to the UK and said, you know what? There's more money over here in the US. Blah, blah, blah. Let's bring Tyson Fury back from the dead. 2 years later, Deontay Wilder has taken a loss to Tyson Fury. It's the facts, man. What if he went over to the UK and took Anthony Joshua's head off? What if that happened? What kind of landscape would we have in the heavyweight division? It would probably be the same, but whoever's on top would either be Anthony Joshua, or it would be Deontay Wilder, or it might even be Andy Ruiz. You never know. But y'all know what it is, man. It's King Fight News. Smash the like button, man. Peace.